Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emerald and today I would be doing a story time video. Before I continue, I want to say a big thank you to all my subscribers. You've all been amazing. I'm very excited telling you guys today's story because I think so many people is going to learn from what I'm going to say today. So let the story begin. So when I moved into the UK, I came in for my foundation, and obviously I had no one in the UK, no family. I was just lonely. So I remember the first coursework I was given. I think it was roughly like 2,000 words. I didn't know where to start from because obviously back home in Nigeria, I didn't go to uni, so I didn't understand how the system works. I went for so many seminars, which was quite helpful. But I remember the last seminar I went to, the lecturer was like, if you're trying to get information from the net, like Google, Wikipedia or whatever, you need to reference it just to show that it's not yours, you're copying from, somewhere else. So when I had that information, I was like, oh, okay, that's not quite bad. So all I need to do is just to reference that obviously this is where my work is coming from. So I went back home, so excited, went online, went to Google and typed in my assignment. I can't remember the topic, but it was something that has to do with business and everything. So as soon as I typed in the assignment, I saw something similar. I was so excited. I remember that I was like, yes, it makes my life so easy. So what I did, I copied everything and I pasted it on Word document. So I just sort of previewed it, and the only thing I would say I did was the conclusion part of the essay. I did that myself. Apart from that, everything was all copied online. But one thing I did reference everything step by step. I did reference it. I submitted it. When I submitted it, because there's a system in the UK called, it for those of you that are not in the UK, it's called Turnitin. It tells you how much plagiarism the essay covers. But then I didn't even know what plagiarism is. Remember, I'm just coming from Nigeria. So when I turned my essay in, and it said 99%, and I was like, 99%, what does that mean? But then I was thinking it was just a breakdown of my essay, so I didn't really mind. So I submitted my essay. Then after some few months, I made some few friends, and obviously the result came out and everyone was like, oh, I did well, some people didn't do well. But I went to my student portal, I couldn't find mine, so I sort of gave it a day to see if it was going to come up on my student portal. But I checked the next day, there was nothing there. So I had to call my unit to say, oh, obviously the result is out, I can't find mine, that was going on. And they said, oh, unfortunately your result has been seized. I was like, seized? I was like, okay, why? They were like, the system detected plagiarism, so they have to investigate the matter. And I was like, oh, okay. And they said the union will get back to me in due course. I was like, okay. After the call, I went to some of my friends and I explained to them, and they were like, what happened? How did you do it? Did you copy? I was like, yes, I did copy. I copied from this website. Yes, it was Wikipedia. I copied from Wikipedia, but I did reference it. And she was like, did you change the word? I said, no, I didn't. So she was like, how much did you copy? I then explained to her that I copied loads of it, but I did reference it. And she was like, no. So even if you're trying to copy, you need to paraphrase it using your own words. I was like, oh, okay, I didn't know. She was like, you know what? The school is going to call you for a disciplinary hearing. Just be sincere with them. Tell them the truth. Tell them you didn't know anything about plagiarism. You're just coming from Nigeria. You don't understand the system. Just be sincere. Do not lie to them and do not argue with them. I said, okay. Then I got an email from my unit saying I've got the meeting so date. So I remember then I went to the meeting, and obviously they had my essay, the source, they had the source of where I copied the essay from, and obviously I did printed out my own essay as well. So when I got there, they were like, could you explain so? Then I did explain to them. I was like, yes, of course, I know I did copy. I'm so sorry. I think it was miscommunication. I'm just coming from Nigeria. I don't understand how the system works. I said so many things to them. I can't remember what I said. But obviously, I didn't argue with them. I said, yes, I did it. That's one thing you guys need to know. In this country, when you do something wrong, do not argue with them, because obviously they are not stupid. Just admit it that yes, you did it. So I was like, yes, I did it. I apologize. I'm really, really sorry and stuff like that. Then they said to me that, okay, I need to go outside to wait. They need to make their final decision. Then they will come back to get me. I said, okay. I went outside. I was just praying to God that, no, God, I'm not going to be expelled back to Nigeria. That is not my portion. I was just praying to God. Eventually, they came in to get me back inside. As soon as I sat down, they were like, yes, they've made their decision and this is their final decision. They said, obviously, the first thing they noticed about me was I admitted that I did it. That's number one, which was good because it made their work easier. Because if I was arguing with them, then they'll be like, okay, so you're trying to prove to us that we're stupid, right? So that's what they'll be thinking. But I actually made their life easy by saying, yes, I know I did that and I'm sorry. So they said, obviously, you've said that you're sorry and obviously we still need to give you some punishment, but it's not going to be on your student record. The only punishment they will do for me is to take 30% of my overall mark. I was like, yes, I don't mind. I was like, in my head, I was like, thank God, because so many people had already told me that I might be expelled. When I said to them that it said 99%, they're like, that's very high. So, but the good news is, when my essay came out, I got 65%. I was so shocked. I was like, what? Because I was already thinking, is either I rewrite the essay or I fail. Yeah, of course, if I fail it, I'm going to rewrite it anyways. But I was so surprised. I actually got 65%. That's the section of my first plagiarism. My second plagiarism happened recently because, like I said, I'm in Aston University. But this one wasn't plagiarism though. I wouldn't say it wasn't my fault. It was sort of like a self-plagiarism. I was given a coursework before that had a recommendation, which I did and I submitted. Then they gave me a new coursework. It was the same, almost the same thing, and it's still asking for recommendation. So what I did, I transferred my first coursework back to the new one and I just submitted it. I didn't change it, and the system picked it up as well as plagiarism. So I got an email from my uni saying, obviously my result hasn't been out because the system picked up plagiarism. I'm going to be having a meeting with the vice chairman or something. I was like, God, not the second time again. I was just like, am I stupid? Why would I even do such a mistake? But then I didn't know there was something called self-plagiarism. So guys, there's something called self-plagiarism. You have to be careful. Even if you've done it before and you're transferring it to another work, try and paraphrase it. Just change it a little bit. Don't copy exact thing, even if it's your own work. That's the second thing I've learned being in university. So eventually I went to the meeting and they asked me, can I explain what happened? I printed it out. I printed my whole coursework to show that this is where the plagiarism is coming from. And obviously they had their own printed copy. And from their printed copy, the same copy showing where the plagiarism is coming from, that's the same copy they had. So when I explained to them, they were like, okay, it's making sense here. Then the lady said to me that, do you know there's something called self-plagiarism? I said, no, I don't. She said, self-plagiarism is copying your own work. I was like, okay. Then I'm straightforward. I was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't know there was something called self-plagiarism. So I just kept saying, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. So guys, like I said, when you know you've done something wrong, do not defend it. Just apologize straightforward. I'm sorry. At least they know you know what you're doing. You know, you're not trying to make them look stupid. That's one thing I've learned. You know, self-defense is not good, especially when you know you're wrong. So, and he was like, yeah, that because this is my first attempt, it's not going to be on my student record, and the only punishment is they're going to take 10% of my overall mark. I was like, that's not bad. But I was scared because the assignment, the essay was so difficult. I had so many issues writing the essay. So I was like, okay, essay that I'm not even sure if I'm going to pass. Now they're deducting 10%. So what's going to happen? But the good news again, when my essay came out, I got 75%. I was just like, how did this happen? and remember they did deduct 10%. I was like, how did this happen? I didn't believe it, but obviously I thank God, because I've had 2 occasions of plagiarism and God has always been on my side. So the lesson I want to pass across today is you have to be careful, especially for the new student coming from all over the world. When doing an essay, you have to be careful. Even if you're copying your own work, do reference it. And obviously, if you're copying from outside, make sure you do reference it. Doesn't matter. Is so important. Some uni, like Aston University, doesn't take shit. They take it so serious. They take plagiarism so serious. I think they were more lenient with me because it was self-plagiarism. So guys, please be careful. I don't want anyone to go through what I went through. So if you don't know anything, ask questions. That's one thing I didn't do. I think that's one thing I failed doing. I didn't ask questions. I was just assuming. It's not good to assume. Make sure you ask questions to be sure that you're doing the right thing. And like I said, make sure you don't self-defend yourself, especially when you know you're wrong. Just admit it that you were wrong. So guys, this is the end of my story. I hope you guys enjoyed my story today. If you do, please click on the subscription button. I'm gonna be uploading more. Bye.